Guys, how are you doing? So we have Perdoni, Ryan, Rafael,
Hello.
Hector,
How are
right?
you today?
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you
Yes,
hear me?
hi. Hi guys, yes, I can hear everybody.
Good.
Since we have so many people, we're going to do the following. If you are not talking, you're going to put your microphone into the mute mode. So we don't have any interruption. So,
Hey, teacher, could you speak a little bit louder, please?
yes, of course. We have some rules for the speaking session. The first one is that if you're not going to speak, you're going to put your microphone into the mute sound.
All
We're
right, all
going
right.
to enable the mic. Okay. So, I know Veronica and Rafael because we had homework, but I don't know Alvaro, Brian, and Hector. So could you please introduce yourself a little bit? Let's start with
Hello.
yes, Veronica. Let's start with Brian. Brian, can you please make an introduction of yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, guys. My name is Brian. I am 19 years old, and I'm actually a flag attendant. I had the opportunity to study for being a flag attendant at Avianca, which is a great airline here in Colombia. And nowadays, I'm studying a bachelor's degree in UNAT University. And I am from Cúcuta Norte de Santander, but in this moment, I am living in Bogota. I don't know what else would you like to know.
Okay, do you as a flight attendant?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, do you work as a flight attendant?
Yes, in this moment, yes.
Brian, how was the experience of working as a flight attendant?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, I had the opportunity to study for being a flight attendant in Avianca services. So that allowed me to have the opportunity to apply for a job in Avianca. So moment I'm working as a flight attendant. This is an amazing experience. I have the opportunity to meet many countries, many cultures, and actually to improve my English skills when I travel to the USA and that stuff.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. What about you, Albert?
Okay, hi, my name is Alvaro Andres. I'm 31 years old. I'm married. I worked as an English teacher 10 or 11 years ago, a lot of time. I'm living in Villavicencio right now. I have a daughter. I don't know what else.
Okay,
I'm studying at
nice.
UNAT
Great.
University.
In which semester are you in right now?
Yeah, I'm the English coordinator in a school.
Okay, great. That's all right. Thank you very much. And what about you, Hector?
Teacher, trust me, I listen to you, but hardly.
What about now?
A little bit better. So
Okay. Yeah, I think we are having some internet connection issues.
I think so.
Okay, let's try with Hector. Can you please make an introduction of yourself?
Yes, of course.
You're
Can
talking
you
to
hear
me,
me?
teacher?
Yes,
Hello, can you hear me?
yes, perfectly.
Okay, perfect. Well, my name is Hector. Well, first, I was born in Venezuela. Right now, I'm living in Bogota. Sorry about that. Right now, I'm working in Scotiabank. And that part in Scotiabank, I'm an advisor at the International Collection Department. So in that case, I'm just providing all the information about all accounts in Jamaica, in Canada, in also in Trinidad and Tobago. And well, what else? I learned English in Venezuela. Right now, I'm just trying to learn another language. I'm just starting learning Portuguese. Well, in that case, and well, that I think that's gonna be all. Yeah.
Okay, great. That sounds very good. You have lots of experience with the language.
Sorry?
Okay.
That's amazing. I have an account there in that bank.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, guys, for today's class, we're going to do the following. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I have for you today. So I'll do the presentation. This is for speaking session advanced level. We're going to start talking about some diverse topics, so some controversial topics. So what's the idea? I'm going to give you a topic or a statement with the questions, and you are going to give me, in this case, well, we have 5 students, so we're going to do one group of 2 people and the other group of 3 people. So the first group would be, let's do this. We're going to do the last ones that were added to the class. So we have Brian and Alvaro, and then we have the other 2. So with the Rafael and Veronica, okay? So, is it clear?
Yes.
Sorry, teacher. Sorry, teacher. I
Teacher,
couldn't
I'm
hear.
sorry. I was receiving a call, so I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, me too. Because
Okay,
right
we're
now
going
in the
to
call there is an interference.
It's difficult, the connection, but I'm going to try again. We're going to create 2 groups, one group of 3 people and the other 2. So the first group is going to be Alvaro, Brian, and Hector. And the other will be Rafaela. The last
Good.
3 that are in the class today. Okay?
Excuse me.
Hector, Brian.
I heard the first group is Alvaro, Brian, and Hector, and
Yeah.
the second group is Veronica and Rafael.
Thank you very much. That's right. So one group is going to expose 3 pros and the other 3 cons. So positive aspects and negative aspects about the question. Should abortion be legal? Okay. So you're going to have 2 minutes to prepare your argument. So the group of 3, Hector, Brian, and Alvaro, are going to have the pros. And Veronica and Rafael, you're going to have the pros. Yes.
No, it's impossible.
And
I mean,
the
I
other group is
tried it
going to have,
because I don't agree with abortion, so I don't know how to say giving pros arguments about abortion because I don't agree with that. I would prefer to work with cons.
I understand, but it's just for the sake of the activity.
I tried it.
Yeah, I know we are not we're not in agreement sometimes. Me neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which is the group of people that is in cons arguments?
You are in the con.
Okay.
And the other is in the pros. Do you have any questions?
No.
You're going to have 2 minutes to prepare it, and then you are going to share your idea. I'm going to give 2 minutes per person, okay?
Right.
I'm going to send you a link in which you can find information about the topic.
Hector and Brian, so I think one pro per person will be right.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, that's very good.
Mm.
Okay, guys, you ready?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. So we're
I
going to
guess.
start with the first group number one. I put in the textbook box the group. Okay, so we have Hector about Ryan, group one. You're going to start, and Hector, you are going to start. Okay.
Okay,
So
well,
let me know when you are ready.
so, okay, well, I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, well, first, the topic about the abortion is kind of sensitive right now, but well, in my opinion, it could be legal because right now, for example, I have an example here that many women right now are dying in Argentina because they are not applying the legal abortion. So, however, if they do the legal abortion, if they don't do the legal abortion, there's going to be many women that there's going to do that abortion. So it's very important if they can make legal that abortion. In that way will help a lot of women to receive well kind of a great attention about the situation. So in other things, I think it could be, well, in that case, I think it could be great in just a part for right now. There are many kids, many kids, many boys that they are homeless. For example, that are homeless, and it is kind of sad, but in other way that I kind of how to say it, it's not fair for them to burn in that way. So I think that version can help at the women, and also they can help at the little kids to not I don't know how to say, to not survive at this work at this world, and also in this moment. So that's kind of my opinion right now, but I don't know the opinion of the others.
Okay, very good. So so you have this couple of mistakes in which you have what the plural of what is the plural here?
Sorry.
What is the plural of women?
Women.
Sorry, I can understand. There is interference in the call. I can understand.
Okay, you
Woman.
have this couple
This
of
is the plural.
yes.
I mean,
So it's
you
not
said
woman,
women,
but
and
women.
it is women. Women.
Woman, yeah, yeah. I
Women.
know that
Women.
the plural for woman is woman. Yeah, I know.
No, women. Women.
Yeah, I know women.
Okay,
I
great.
know it's with e. I know.
All right, and the other one was you just have to change the order of this. So instead of saying to not to, it's not to, and then you use the verb that you want to use. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Apart from that, you have really good pronunciation and it is very clear. I mean, you organize your ideas. Now go with Alvaro.
Okay, so I'll try it because as I told you, I don't agree with that, but I was reading a pro that abortion would be legal because a baby children that come into a world unwanted. Maybe this situation, this emerging situation in the world. I mean, we have a lot of population, we have a lot of diseases, and now children are suffering a lot because I mean they don't have enough food to eat, they don't have some people to have a home. Um, I mean, pregnancies are associated with birth defects, low birth weight, maternal depression, increased risk in child abuse, lower educational. So our population is causing that not all the people have the enough to live in a comfortable. So I think for that reason, maybe abortion would be legal because it's not, as my partner said, it's not fair that babies come at this time. I mean, I'm showing a big example. We're suffering with the dangerous virus right now, so it's not fair for them. It's all I can say because, you know, my position.
Okay, you have some half minutes left, but it's okay. All right, so I like the way that you explain your ideas. Also, you used a lot of vocabulary. That is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's go with Brian. Are you ready?
Okay, so I will begin with this one. I think that first of all, we need to be so careful with the things we say because there are many opinions about this topic, and we need to respect them all because every single person has the right to think in a different way. So we need to respect that. Actually, for me, abortion, it's a great opportunity for women to have the own control of their bodies. So I think that through history, it has been like a meaning of well, I mean, women have been like a meaning of obedience So that is not great because we have changed and a lot. We need to be clear with that topic, to be able to think in a different way and to help them to take their decisions. So that will be like the great meaning to have rights for women to take their decisions. I mean, on their bodies. And actually, I think that it should be legal because nowadays there are many ways to do it, and actually legal ways to do it, helping women to in a great way. I mean, in a right way, and that won't provide them like bad consequences to their, I don't like their life, and actually the conditions in which the babies would live, yeah, that will be the main advantage of abortion because that will provide to the mother to continue with the life and actually to have as many opportunities as she can reach. And I think that that would be all.
A vocabulary and pronunciation. Now we're gonna go with the second group, Veronica and Rafael. And can you please start, Veronica?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Abortion couldn't be legal because it doesn't respect the unborn children rights, and it is true that the text said because they are innocent. They should live, and also abortion makes that many women die because it is sometimes dangerous, and I think that abortion is more dangerous than get the responsibility to get the children. And also the people have to know that is very important to respect their rights and be responsible. And also there are other surgeries to avoid like to be sterile, and it avoids getting children. But abortion is not like a good idea.
All right, thank you very much. You did that. You had actually some mistakes. One is the pronunciation of these words. So the correct pronunciation is not say, but set. You don't pronounce the A. And you also say the people. And one more thing is related to the fluency. So try to speak a little bit more faster, organize your ideas, and that's it. Okay, very good. And then we're gonna go with Rafael.
Okay. Yes, I am ready. Well, abortion is a very, very sensitive topic because I think it's something like only corresponds to the women who definitely are the owner of the body of her body. Then it's the women who decide if the abortion is necessary or not. But considering I am in the side of the cons against the abortion, well, I know one case that happened to one relative that she was pregnant, and after 4 months, the the doctor said the the baby is not good to work to be to born. So she and her husband decided to do an abortion because they didn't they didn't take the risk for permitting the baby to born, and that happens. All of this was performed in a legal way, so this caused a traumatism in the family because there were two groups, the same like this. One group was in favor of them, or another group was against them. But after a few months, my relative was pregnant again, and right now the new baby was is in good condition. But I think there was a risk they took in that opportunity. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Rafael. Just some things related with the pronunciation of the words. For example, relative. You say relative, and if you are talking in plural, you say are. Okay. And there are some others that you can tell you. Okay, guys. So now group. What happened with the image? Okay, group number one. You guys are going to ask a question to the other group. Okay. And group two to group one, and you're going to have a discussion type of debate. Okay. So we can. Is it clear?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So group number one, the first question. Each one of you is going to ask one question. So we can start again with Hector.
Okay. Okay. Well, the first question could be, well, for example, like I said, Rafael said that, well, like the parents take take the risk to bring a kid of this world without any security and without nothing. So, for example, if if their parents couldn't take that risk, so in that case, just let me choose. Okay, for example, if their parents take the risk to bring a children in this world, so they have to be very very careful with that because, well, like I said before, right now bring a kid in this world is kind of sensitive because well, right now the world is not in is going it's going through a situation, so it could be kind of hard. So I don't know, I'm talking a lot, so the questions could be just let me a second, I'm just trying to find the word, and just let me a second.
Don't worry.
Oh,
If you want, think
okay.
about it. Oh, you have it?
Yeah, because I think I have like I know how it's going to be the question, but I don't find the correct words to say it. So I don't know if
Oh,
someone
don't
can ask another
worry.
question.
Yes, of course. Let's go with Alvaro.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Okay, so
with you are going to say this question is for Veronica or for Veronica.
I don't know, Veronica. So if you're talking about abortion have to be illegal, um, maybe because the law. So why a woman can't decide about having or not having a child in this world?
Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, why can't a woman decide of about having or not having a child in this world?
I think that that women can decide, but in another way. They can get a surgery to be steady, and it is legal, and it doesn't um, it doesn't ¿cómo es que se dice aquí? It doesn't it respect the children rights. So I think that
It's okay.
hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think the noise is coming from Hector's microphone. I just put it off. So can you put your microphone on, with, Veronica, and continue?
Hello. There was an
Yes,
interruption. No, I think that women can respect the children rights and can decide at the same time to have or to avoid having children when they get a surgery to be sterile.
okay. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's go with Hector. Do you have the question? Hector, I think your microphone is off. Okay, I think he's not in the. Let's try with Brian.
Okay, so I think that my question is quite similar to my colleague one. So that will be, well, nowadays, you know that a baby can change the life the same for the, I mean, a baby can change a life. So, I mean, what we can do is to allow women to take their own decisions because that is something that we all do nowadays. So why don't we allow women to take their decisions on their own bodies?
Okay. And this question goes to Rafael. Rafael. Are you there? I think Rafael's microphone is also off. Rafael, can you please click on the
Hello?
microphone button? Yes, right. Yes, now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, my question is very simple. But in that group, there are not women, so only men. But
Yes, but 1 second, because I think that so I think there is a question for you. Brian asked you something before.
okay,
Can you hear the question?
my question is, it will be, is it true all women decide her desire is to be a mother? It's like a dream. All the women, her desire is to be a mother in in any part of her life. Is the question? Is it true? All the women wants to be a mother?
Okay, well, before we go there, Veronica, can you please answer Ryan's question?
Yes.
It's quite the same. It's quite similar.
Well, I think that every women can decide, but not when they abort, because abort is too bad for the children rights, and I think that not in that way.
All right, perfect. So, now Rafael's questions. Who wants to answer to that question? From group 1.
Could you
So
repeat the question,
was,
please?
Is it true that all women want to have children?
But I'm not sure, but what I think is that if women want
Maybe.
to have or not having children, or to decide, I mean, they have to decide before being pregnant, not being pregnant. Because if they decide to then have a child, so being pregnant, so they're killing people. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's true or false, because I mean, I'm not a girl.
All right. Any other opinion?
I think that when many women don't want to get children, they can so they can look for a sterile man or something like that, but not abortion.
I agree with my partner. I think that they have to decide them having children before being pregnant.
Yeah. And then having to commit the abortion. Okay, perfect. Now we're missing 2 questions. Hector and Veronica's question. So,
Okay, well,
Hector, are you ready? Yes.
yeah, I think I'm ready.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can hear
Yes.
you.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Well, right now
Yes.
I have here the question. So the question is goes to Rafael. So he said that if their parents bring a kid to this world, so they need to face that with him or with her. So in that case, if their parents bring a kid in this world, they need to care about that kid or not?
What do
Of
you
course,
think, Rafael?
of course, it's a big responsibility for mature people, but people who is responsible. He's he has awareness. His awareness of his or their responsibility for having a baby. So he must they must plan all, especially the study, education, everything. So it's not a joke to bring one person to this world. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And then we have Veronica's question to group number 1. So pick up one person, please.
Okay. For Brian, what do you think about how can be dangerous to women to abortion, because it could be more dangerous than get the children and face their responsibility.
Okay, so let me see if I understood the question. Well, I think that we have many people who actually don't have the opportunity mm, to look or maybe to make a research about what being pregnant means or about what having sex means. So I think that that will be the biggest part in this topic, because when we decide to have sex with somebody, maybe we know what it can bring to us if we don't do it with, I mean, with right things. So I would say that um, having the opportunity to abortion to the to the parents a biggest opportunity to continue with their lives, and that one would be the biggest one, because we will allow them to continue with the things they were trying to do for their life. And when the baby gets to birth, that will be not good for the family, because they weren't prepared for that. They were wishing to have a baby. So I think that the best solution for that will be to practice the abortion in a legal way and not taking care of a baby that they didn't want to have.
Okay, that's a really good opinion. Thank you very much. Now, guys, we're going to have a little bit of assessment, okay? So I'm going to send you some topics. So there are some statements in which we're going to have 2 minutes to prepare a conversation of 2 minutes. So I'm going to send it. You are going to choose, each one of you is going to choose just one. But this time you're going to share your opinion, your personal opinion, okay? These are the topics. So you are going to tell me which one would you like to talk about. Okay, we have all people should have the right to own guns. So please write in the text box, okay? So we are not repeating. Okay, we have Alvaro. All people shoot the first one. Okay. So we're missing 4 more topics.
You have the right to own guns. The penalty should be abolished. Human cloning should be legalized.
I think that Hector should do the same as Alvaro, so you have to change. The idea is for you not to repeat the topic. Victoria, choose the penalty.
All people
So we're
should have the
meeting
right
human.
to own guns.
We're missing Victory. Okay, on your option, we have two more options. Human cloning should be legalized and animal testing should be banned. Testing animals, so Rafael, you're going to have the human cloning should be legalized, okay?
Teacher, what is my assignment?
Yours is human cloning should be legalized.
Human cloning should be legalized. Thank you very much.
All right. So 2 minutes and then you have the presentation.
I'm sorry, can you remind me what we need to do?
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
But right now I can hear nothing. I mean, I cannot hear if the teacher is speaking right now.
No, the teacher is waiting for 2 minutes to prepare the topic that corresponds to each one.
Okay, I think the time is over. Uh, Brian told me that he didn't understand. Anybody else has questions? So I can explain it. Well, the idea is that you choose the topic, right? And you have to record some information to give your own personal opinion about this sentence. And then you expose your personal opinion. That's basically it. So for the ones who are not ready yet, don't worry. Is anybody else ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. I think so.
Okay. Who am I talking to? Okay. So go ahead, please.
Me?
Yes,
Me, teacher?
yes, please.
Okay, so I think that everybody should have the right to have a gun because I mean the government has not decided to, I don't know how to say that, to protect every people. I mean, police is not enough in city to care about people. You know, thief, killers are doing whatever they want. There are some people that need guns to take care about themselves against chef killers. I mean, I'm talking about enterprises, kidnap people. Um, it's difficult. It's difficult to say that because I know a lot of cases where people kill other people just because, and that's not right. But I know people that need to take care about themselves um, because there are evil people in the world. Yeah. So I think the best defense is having a gun. I think there is nothing wrong with guns themselves. Owning a gun does not cause a person commit evil acts. It's because it's a personal defense. The person who wants to commit evil acts already may want to use guns, and he can do it because you know there are a lot of illegal guns in the world. But there are also more people that need to have a defense, a first defense, because police is not enough in cities to take care about people. So I think everybody should have the right to have a gun because there are more illegal guns in cities. I'm talking about Colombia because we're going to talk about another country, so it would be different. But when I'm talking
Yeah.
about, for example, FARC. They have illegal guns. They have no permission, but they use them. Yep. Um, Killers, thieves, as I said 1 minute ago, they have guns. So what should we do to have our first defense? So I think the best defense is with a gun. So I
Okay,
agree with
thank you
that.
very much. I also agree with your opinion.
Yeah.
These people who controversial. Excellent, very good. Thank you very much. Ah, well, you
Okay.
have just one thing, and you say every people. You can say everybody. Everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's. Who wants to be the next? Think of Alvaro.
Excuse me.
Who wants to be the next? one? Thank you
Ah,
very much.
I
Don't
don't want
worry.
to be the judge.
Um, no, you don't want to?
No, I don't want to
Okay.
say that. I don't want to be the judge.
Let's go. Okay, no problem. Who has the death penalty should be abolished? Let's see. I think Veronica. Are you ready? Veronica, are you ready? We cannot hear you. Hello. I think she's not here. So let's go with the next one. Human cloning should be legalized. Who has that topic?
My
Rafael,
microphone was turned off.
you?
Okay, okay. All right, go ahead, go ahead. Start now. Okay, you can start.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
The death penalty should be abolished because um, the other way to make people to learn how to avoid making many mistakes, many illegal mistakes. They can go to jail, and depending of their mistakes. They can do other things like wash their clothes or or work while they are in the jail. But I think that the death penalty is not a good idea because they work in some things that are dangerous, and they aren't afraid of that. So they should learn how to work, because for example in United States, I think that they don't learn um, with the penalty, because in their work they can be killed also, and they should learn how to make the things correctly, and it could change the the countries a lot. So I think that is not like a good way to respect their rights.
Okay, Veronica, thank you very much. So again, you have here, you said, well, they are in jail, so you can delete the preposition. And the second, you say correctly, is the accent is in the E, so you say correctly, correctly. Okay, thank you. Let's go with the next topic.
Okay,
And it is human cloning.
Rafael.
Yes, Rafael, go ahead.
Okay, I think human cloning is not a good idea because I don't know if there is any country in the world who practice this because I don't know if is is there is cloning people in this moment, but I know about cloning people by the movies. The movies, for example, one movie is when all the population is a clone. So all the cities are full of cloning people in the streets, and the person who has the capability for having a clone is in his house or her house with a helmet and a mask, giving instructions to do all the errands in the street. So and the human people is in his house, sit down in a chair and getting sick. So it is what I know about the cloning people. Also, there is a movie with this guy. Uh, um, this guy who was this movie was filmed in Cartagena, and he was fighting against a clone made from his human cells. That means he
Okay,
was fighting. He was
I
fighting
think
against
time is over.
himself. Huh?
Yes,
What?
very good. Thank you so much. The time is over. It was very good. You
Okay.
had this statistics, the one that I catch you with human. When you say the human, you can say people or human.
Mm,
Well, people are plural, so you say humans are in their house. Please, it's ellos. Their house. Okay,
in their
let's
house.
go with the next
Okay,
topic.
okay, teacher.
In their house, yes. Okay, all drugs be legalized. Who has that
All
topic?
drugs, right?
Yes, all drugs.
Okay, well, that's my topic. Well,
You
for
are
example,
talking.
I
Okay.
think. Oh, don't worry. Can I start now?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, right now about the situation about all the drugs, I think that not all the drugs should be legal. For example, some drugs are good for the humans, but there is kind of drug that they are not good. They are not good for the people. For example, I see here that, for example, the marijuana is kind of great to help with some disease in the human being. And also, for example, there are some drugs that they don't help in nothing in the people. For example, they just create addictions in there, so in the people. So I see here also that if the marijuana, if they use it properly, they can be a good way to create a new cure for some disease. For example, right now the situation that everyone is going through about the COVID-19. So I think that maybe a drug can help about that situation. But right now, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. But I think that kind of drug can help some people with a situation about the COVID. But well, right now, also like I said before, there are some drugs that they not help in nothing and at all. In that case, I think some drugs should be legal, but the other part should not be legal. I think that's gonna be all.
You have 1 second. Okay, don't worry. It's okay. All right, you're great. And you also have good pronunciation. Uh, let's go with the last one. Animal testing should be banned. Who has
Okay,
that
so
one?
that's my topic.
Okay, so let me just put the time. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, first of all, I have never read about it. And now I know a little bit more about it, and I think that it's really hard because I think that any of us didn't know anything about this topic, and it's really hard, or at least it's hard for me. And I think that I'll pay more attention to these topics because these are about animals, and it's hard. We need to pay attention to it. I think that it actually should be banned because these experiments nowadays we're able to try or to test them with human beings, with humans. So I think that trying it with animals will be a good thing. So I'm sorry for that. I think that animals shouldn't be like the first option for us to try our medicines or our things. So that won't help us a lot if we can do it with ourselves. And the other one is because sometimes when we experiment with animals, those experiments don't work with humans. So that will be helpful for animals. Actually, I was reading about it, and it says that they always feel every single thing I mean, humans do to animals, and that is not good. Actually, because they are feeling every single thing, and they feel pain, they feel loneliness, and well, that is not great. We need to be so careful with these things, and we need to pay more attention to this topic. And I guess that would be all.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that is it, right? Okay. Guys, I think you all have really good level of English. Some of you have to work in some things. For the next class, I'm going to have another activity, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. I hope to see you tomorrow, okay?
Mm,
It's
Sorry,
really
teacher.
hard tomorrow, Sunday. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
I
question.
know, I know.
Tomorrow we have the other class.
Yes,
yes.
tomorrow at 4
Oh
p.m.
my God.
Can you?
At what time?
At 4, at the same time.
So,
Okay, teacher.
If you can't, I have another class in the morning. So if you can tomorrow, 8 a.m., I have like for 2 people. You can text me, but just for tomorrow, okay? You send me a message.
Okay, teacher. I think I'll prefer in the afternoon because I mean Sunday is to sleep
Me
too
too.
late.
Sunday, 8
Me
a.m.,
too.
big trouble, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right now I
I mean,
prefer the class of the 8 a.m. I don't know if it is available.
Yeah, so yeah, if you can, send me a message and I tell you the information.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend.
okay,
see you
you
tomorrow,
too.
teacher.
Bye,
So God bless
teacher.
Okay,
you all
bye-bye.
people.
Bye.
Thank you very much. You too, teacher. Bye bye.
My
Bye.
pleasure. Bye bye.